Namaste, Canossians. 22 years had passed, making Christ known and loved, still carved in my heart. My heart is full of gratitude to Canossian College, where I was honed as a person I am now. To the Canossian sisters, my college mentors, and to my colleagues in my 3-year stay in the elementary department. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for bringing the best in me. Canossian education prepares graduates not only on how to face the world, but to live in this world as well, where there is lack of human fraternity and solidarity, from the words of Pope Francis, Fratelli Tutti. As a teacher, a CPS GL by heart, I lived out the charism of Saint Magdalene of Canossa by nurturing the hearts and minds of the learners under my care, teaching them to strive for excellence, for the greater glory of God, to see our less fortunate brothers and sisters in the eyes of Christ, and to hold accountability in the mission entrusted to us by Christ 2,000 years ago. It is not the question of why I am given these responsibilities, but to question ourselves, what else can I give to glorify God? As we rejoice and celebrate the 500th year of Christianity in the Philippines, it is my tacit prayer that Canossian College, San Pablo City, will remain burning in its zeal as it reaches out to more persons. For my co-CPSGL, let us proactively share in accomplishing this same mission. Leia Kagampan Itor, Pusong Canossiana since then.
I am Lorena B. Villanueva from BE Ed Batch 1996. I am a teacher 3 at San Vicente Elementary School. Many are called but few are chosen, and it is a privilege and a blessing to be one of the chosen few to be a Canossian. Canossian education helped me to be a better version of myself. I was once an insecure lass and having low self-esteem. I, being differently abled, is a huge factor. But with the love and guidance of the sisters, professors, friends and family around me, and with all the learnings I acquired, I learned how to get outside of my shell and found the gem in me. My faith intensified. The willingness to serve and be the sharer of God's love keep the fire burning in my heart. I am now on my silver years of my career path as an educator. Strict, but gentle and with a heart. I made it my mission not to let any learner leave the doorsteps of my classroom without anything in their minds and their hearts. I am proud to say that through all the struggles and triumphs I encountered, Canossian I will always be.
Good day, everyone. Hello, fellow Canossians. I am Mrs. Gladys de la Cruz Diamante, an alumnus of the BE Ed Department, Batch 2008. Being formed the Canossian way helped me a lot in serving my mission as a Canossian educator. I can say that the biggest thing I've learned from my mentors in Canossian College is the education of the mind, the heart, and the hands. For in every learner that we are going to encounter in our lives as an educator, we must not only target what we will inculcate in the minds of our learners, but more so, how are they going to live a life as Christian person, sharer of God's love. Teaching in the public school needs utmost commitment and dedication in bringing quality education to each and every learner. Together with this is our covenant with God to journey with our learners in all way possible. Sometimes or oftentimes, sharing with them our own resources, not because our department asks us to, but because we believe that our learners deserve to experience it. Though I am teaching in the public school now for almost 12 years, I have brought with me the formation that I had as a Canossian educator. Humbly sharing God's given talents in any way possible with my co-educators. I can barely remember how we were taught during our stay as BEd students to perform tasks even though we are not seen by our superiors. Working as a team and considering each other's opinion for better results. Thinking as we and not I. And most importantly, seeing Jesus in our colleagues, learners, and stakeholders. I would like to end my sharing with a quote from Marian Wright Edelman. Education is for improving the lives of others and for living your community and world a better world than you found it. My hope for my learners is that they will be productive citizens of our country and that they will be able to live a better life for them and for their families. I am committing to be a forever Pusong Canossian, Batang CPSGL. Thank you very much. God bless and keep safe.
Good morning. I'm Reina Bonilla Hara and I belong to batch 2019. I am very thankful to Doc Jo for inviting me to collaborate by submitting this short video as our sharing on my personal and professional experiences on how Canossian education has molded me. For most, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Canossa College for the scholarship granted to me many years ago, because through the said scholarship, I was able to finish a 4-year course, Bachelor of Religious Education, major in Religious Education, and because of the said course, I was able to pursue a career of educating young minds, teaching young minds, and touching young hearts. After graduating from Canossa College way back 2019, I applied at San Benildo Integrated School. It's a supervised school of De La Salle University. I taught there for 2 years, and then after teaching there for 2 years as a Christian Living teacher, I transferred to La Salle College Antipolo. And there at La Salle College Antipolo, I spent almost 20 years of teaching both in the grade school and high school, and then I was able to handle college students also. Same subjects. In grade school and high school, I taught Christian Living, and then in college, I became a part-time instructor on theology. So the Canossian education really was a big help indeed in pursuing this kind of ministry. It's really a ministry. It's not just a work. It's not just a job, but it's a ministry of making Christ known to all the people that I would be meeting, or I met along this journey. Teaching young kids, teaching high school students, teaching college. It was not an easy job, but whenever you think that you're doing this because of your purpose of making Christ known, all the difficulties, all the hardship will fade, and you will have that you will feel that kind of satisfaction that you're doing this for the sake of God. And then So it was a combination of the Canossian charism and Lasallian spirituality, so to speak. Personally, I am fortunate because the foundation given to me by Canossa and then the formation provided to me by LaSalle became very strong, not only foundation, but became a strong wall, as something that I would really lean on, that I would have to lean on when things are tough and when things are very difficult to handle. Especially that teaching religion is not an easy task, especially if you will be meeting people who are not really not really close to God, or not into that practicing of their faith. This time, I decided to have a shift of career. After 20 years of teaching at LaSalle College Antipolo and after 2 years of teaching at San Benito Integrated School, I decided to work in a national government agency. I am now working as one of the administrators at the National Parks Development Committee, an attached agency to Department of Tourism. Even if I stopped teaching for a while, I must say that I am still living the Canossian charism of making Christ known in everything that I do. I may not be teaching people, but I'm handling people. And in handling them, I see to it that the same values, the same faith in God is being cascaded to them through the example that I show to them. I still plan to go back to teaching. Once I am settled in this new job, I plan to have a part-time load in college. I wish to teach again theology because it's really my first love to teach theology or Christian living. So maybe this love of teaching Christian living and theology, rooted in that aspect of Christian education, of that Canossian education, you will always have that love teaching about faith, because when you're in this line of teaching about God, teaching about Christ, it gives you a lot of satisfaction, that as if you're leading a lot of people close to God, as if you're leading a lot of people to heaven. So I must say, being a Christian living teacher and being a theology instructor would be my humble contribution to the Canossian education of making Christ loved by making Him known by people. So this is my humble story, if I may say. It was not the perfect journey. There were ups and downs. But, the Canossian education of being faithful to God despite the odds experiences has helped me a lot to continue despite the struggles and difficulties. So I hope this simple sharing will be a source of inspiration to those who will be pursuing this ministry of teaching minds, touching hearts, and transforming the lives of people through education. And I wish to congratulate in advance those of you who pursue education with the major in religious education, because this is really a very noble career, and this is a kind of ministry wherein you may not be receiving a lot, but you will be molding a lot of people closer to God and leading them to their salvation. So good morning, and thanks again for this invitation. Thank you, Doc Hayet, for the invitation, and I hope that I was able to share something this morning. Good morning, and have a nice day.
Training that I had in Canossa College helps me a lot to be a better person by having a good relationship with God and the people around me. Strong faith in Him that was keen to me as a Canossian made me surpass all the obstacles and trials in my journey. Canossian education influenced me a lot when it comes to my attitude as a leader and as a professional. the way I handle my constituents, how do I build a good relationship with them and the people in the community as well as the other stakeholders. I was able to carry out Canossian education in performing my duties and responsibilities as a transformational and democratic leader in every school that I was assigned.
Mrs. Lucila M. Buhaktin, a Canossian teacher for almost 25 years. I graduated also from this institution on the year 1996 with a degree of Bachelor of Elementary Education. I started my teaching job in the same school. I was hired right after my graduation. And then I did not look for any institution to transfer. So this year is my 25 years in service. Thanks God. Okay. So I am proud that I am a graduate of this school. Why? In this institution, Canossian College, I have been molded in the different life aspects. Okay. So this institution has been offering a quality education since then. Why quality? Because we were trained holistically. And for me, that means quality. Holistic education. What does it mean when I say holistic? We were trained academically, spiritually, socially, emotionally, and skillfully. Okay? With regards to the path of our course. In my case, I can say that I was trained skillfully as a teacher because during those days, during our trainings, we were given the chance to have that practicum so that the skills of being a teacher, we will be equipped. Okay? So, our graduates are successful in their field of work. As I noticed, every time we were having reunion, we're sharing stories, majority are employed and doing great in their job, especially in the field of education. Canossian graduates contribute a lot for the betterment of the community. Some are given the leadership roles or functions in the field, like becoming the school heads, a still teacher, and the list is becoming an effective and efficient educator wherever they are. We also reach out to the church and the society by rendering our voluntary services. And for me, this means quality education. How about now? We are in the midst of pandemic. How do we offer this quality education? I'm proud that still I'm a Canossian and I'm here. The administrators and teachers did not stop in adapting themselves to the trend, in adapting ourselves to the present situation. For this school year, we started the online distance learning modality, which is for us is the best to offer to still stay tuned to the quality education that we offer. Here now, we meet our students face-to-face, virtually, so the teaching and learning process can still happen despite of pandemic. And that's it. That's quality education before, at present, and in the future. Thank you.
Good day, fellow Canossians. I'm Teacher Oyat Kwasay, currently serving at Santissimo Rosario Elementary School as Teacher 3. I finished my college degree at Canossian College, batch 2005, and I'm proud to be a living witness of the legacy of Canossian education. Primarily because Canossa is not solely honing the mind of the students, but most importantly, their hearts. The Canossian way of education can also be associated with one of Aristotle's quotes saying, "Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all." As a Canossian graduate, the framework and formation I underwent in the institution molded me not only to become a competent and dignified professional teacher, but also to be God-fearing and a better person. I may not reach the peak of success yet in terms of profession, but I am proud that I always put into action the Canossian charism, which makes me a reflection of God's love to the people whom I am serving, especially the learners who are entrusted to me by our Creator. Furthermore, I would like to take this opportunity as well to express my deepest gratitude to my alma mater, Canossa College, because without St. Magdalene's scholarship, which was granted to me for 4 consecutive years, I will not be able to have my college diploma. Likewise, I am thankful for the Canossian formation that ignites my genuine intention of offering all my endeavors to our dear God and inspires me to be an instrument of making Jesus known and loved by everyone. Thank you, and may God bless us all.